So back in the days, the court of Inquisition was right here, not in this building, but at this location. There was a building that was destroyed during the earthquake of 1755, and now this is a new one that is a theater. But back in the days, the court of Inquisition was right here.
As the Portuguese Inquisition was established in 1536, the tribunal was something that added to a city that was already marked by a significant presence of African slaves. And because the main justification for the enslavement of African people and slave trade was conversion, somehow all converted slaves were under the theoretical jurisdiction of the Inquisition. Would say that the majority of trials in the 16th century relate probably to a crime which is called idolatry and witchcraft on the one hand, and the other important crime is apostasy to Islamism. Christian missionaries went to West Africa, for instance. They defined non-Islamic beliefs and practices as idolatry, and very often referred to the objects that were involved in these practices as fetishes. And we are at the very origin of a much broader process that has led to the emergence of the category of fetishism and the construction of African religiosity or Afro-Atlantic religiosity. Through these trials, we see these categories as having a practical impact on the life of African people, who, because those who were tried by the Inquisition were put in the jail, were condemned, etc. The inquisitorial trials are interesting because on the one hand they tell us something about the religious and cultural condition of enslaved people, somehow the tension between the justification of their enslavement and the reality of the conversion that they went through. But on the other hand, they are also some of the most valuable sources to have an idea of the social life, the social experience of enslaved people in Lisbon in the 16th century.